so we will talk about is market failure, the first one. Okay, as I said also before, only there can be some many reasons behind the market failure. So we will, so this is also because of this, there was a rational planning going on. Okay, so now we will talk about at the time of independence. So let me write down here, at the time of independence. Okay, the Indian planners. Okay, so the Indian planners, as I said, if you remember Mahalanobis also, so they felt that the market will not be able to function properly, and that is why they thought that they need some government route or centralized route, and so they thought that market will not function properly, and that is why they thought of capital intensive method, if you remember, since there was no, their reasons were also right actually. Okay, so there was massive under development. Okay, and also there was backward areas. How can we forget this? So this was the reason, that is the reason they thought. So because of this everything, so there was no proper market. So that is the reason there was no proper market, there was no trading. And yes, because of these Indian planners, they thought that how we can function a market when there is no proper functioning, there's no mass, everything is underdeveloped, there are all backward areas, and so now what did they do? How could they overcome this market failure? So I will write down here, how could they overcome this? Okay, so now let me tell you in what way they could do this. So let me just delete this. Okay, so how could they overcome this problem? So they had to, because as I said, market was not functioning and all. So what they did is, for the sake of equity, okay, and efficiency, they thought of planning. Okay, so planning had to be adapted to overcome the problem of market failure. So now, as I said, this, because of there was no equity, there was no shareholders, there was no market, for the equalization and also for the efficiency, planning had to be adopted to overcome this market failure. Okay, now we can come to the next point. Okay, so and that is why they thought that rationing should be done and there must be planning should be done. So we'll go with the next point now, that is social justice. Okay, so we'll talk about social justice. So social justice. Okay, now so this is one of the major economic reasons, one of the major aims of economic planning in India was to ensure social justice. So I'll write here, one of the most important aim of economic planning in India was to ensure social justice. Okay, so that was very, very important. And here, as you see, because if you remember now, what was the reason? Because because I will write here, because the distribution, yes, this is a very important point, the distribution of resources was highly unequal and it was felt that adoption of market, can lead, so adoption of market can lead to more unequal distribution of wealth. Okay, so now we can just see on the screen. See, so one of the most important aim of economic planning in India was to ensure social justice. So there was very unequal distribution. So what was happening is, if markets would have been open, then it would have been more injustice, because the market would only allow the wealthy people to become much richer, because the wealthy people had money and they could buy more, and they could, so that it would have been misuse of distribution of resources. Okay, as I said, there was already highly unequal, because at the time of independence there were very, maybe 75% people were poor and 25%, so the money was in the hands of the rich people. So if you would have allowed them to trade in the market, then what would have happened is there would have been more unequal distribution, because all these goods would be bought by the rich people, and then they would have started doing dominance, and they would have increased the prices, and so that it would have been more difficult. So that is why, because of this, they thought of proper planning, and that is why social justice, especially for that, was one of the most important aim of economic planning was in India, was to ensure social justice. Why? What is the reason? Because the distribution of resources was highly unequal, and it was felt that adoption of market can lead to more unequal distribution of wealth, and that is why they thought that social justice, just because of this one more, this is one of the most important reasons, that there must be equal, equality should be there in the whole country and in the society, and because of this unevenness we have to bring planning. Okay, now come to the next one, as I said, which is a very important thing about the trickle down theory. Okay, so now what is this theory all about? Let's talk about it. Let us discuss. Okay, so failure of trickle down theory. So this is called as the failure, because as you see India, like many other third world countries, why third world, they are very, very underdeveloped, so not even second world. India is considered as the third world country. I had earlier thought that economic growth is sufficient to solve the problem of the country, but however, when they saw this theory, now there was a theory where they said economic growth is not sufficient. Okay, because they thought if only economically we can grow by money wise and all, then we can suffice the problem, we can face the problem. But then this theory came out, which is called as trickle down theory. And in trickle down theory, they said in which growth takes care of the poor. This theory is actually talking about, let me write it down, talking about that growth takes care of the poor. Okay, but this was wrong, so it failed miserably. So this theory proved to be wrong. Okay, so then India's misconception of only growth rate or economic growth will help to increase the nation, and everybody was following this trickle down theory, and entire third world countries were following this, and the theory was talking about that growth can take care of the poor. But when this theory completely failed, and they said that you cannot remove poverty but just by talking about growth rate. Okay, so it has to not only talk about economic growth, you cannot remove poverty just by economic growth, something else also is there. So that is why the state then had to think, and had to again retrospect and think that are we doing the right thing, is this the right theory? And then they all sat together and they thought that no, this trickle down theory is wrong, and that is why proper planning must be there to remove the poverty. Okay, so the state, so let me talk about it. The state decided to remove poverty, or it's also called as anti poverty. So they created this anti-poverty programs, okay, in the framework of economic planning. So in the economic planning only it is included. This anti-poverty programs are included in the planning, because as I said, because they initially they thought that only growth, economic growth will take care of the poor, but then they realized that this is completely wrong, and that is the reason they thought that when we are planning, we will also include the anti-poverty programs. Okay, so this is the reason they, just because of the failure of the trickle down theory, which only says that economic growth is enough to remove poverty, when they failed, then the Indians, they sat together and they thought that proper planning should be done to remove poverty. So what can we do? We should introduce certain programs which are imbibed in the planning itself. So what kind of planning should be done? Anti-poverty programs. Okay, so we'll come to the next one. So these are the reasons for rationalizing of planning and why India thought of rationalizing. Okay, so we'll come to the last point of rationalization. Okay, so this is resource mobilization and allocation. Okay, so now as you said, resource mobilization, so anyhow India is suffering from scarcity of resources. So there so there is no, like, availability. They have a lot of constraints, lot of problems of finding the and you have to find out the resources in a proper manner, because there is a lot of problems. So here I'll write it down, that lots of problem to find equal resources for the whole nation. Okay, so some program or planning must be chosen for distribution and proper allocation to all parts of the country. So as I said, because this is the scarcity of resources are there, and some places the resource is good, some places the resource, so it's uneven distribution. So to solve this, they thought, like, there must be some kind of proper planning where we can have a program where we can completely eradicate this, and we should see that there is a proper allocation of resources to, where all the resources are distributed to all the parts of the country. So this was very, very important, and it was one of the major points for which there was a rational planning. Okay, and it was felt also that the choice of the development projects should be having social benefits rather than